All right, it's first thing in the morning here. Not when the video's posted, but well, first thing in the morning for me. It's like a little bit later in the morning for most people. We're gonna try recording one of these episodes as soon as we wake up today. That's what we're doing. So we have our coffee here. We're groggy. We haven't styled our hair. This is really a special treat for all of you out there. This is Yahtzee Beat the Runtime. Last time we did Kids Bop 6, and so per tradition, we're alternating back to a 80s rock album, and today we have Passionworks by Heart. This should be a little bit easier of a challenge, we hope. It is certainly conducive to getting a perfect rating, but whether we will or not remains to be seen. 2520 is our runtime, so, and there's 11 tracks, so like a little under 250 a track. We still have to play good. There are some gotchas here. We're going to try our best. How can I refuse the opening track? How appropriate. So I'm hoping that it being pretty early in the day for me personally here, recording this, that I'll just kind of be trying to play Yahtzee on pure instinct and not necessarily overthinking or over strategizing. And so far, it looks like the dice are falling mostly in my lap here. Mostly. Some fives. We get any more of those? We're just on pace for that left-hand side. Trying to get a Yahtzee there, but a beautiful four of a kind. I'll go for the small straight. This is really... Oh, no. We switch to threes. Nice. There's that bonus for us. The ones... Small straight. I mean, look at this. This is like a perfect card lining up. 258. Probably won't get a Yahtzee. Well, we might. Hang on. Oh, that would have been like the perfect finish to that. That's a 258 no Yahtzee game. That's about as perfect of a Yahtzee game as you can play. A very optimal play style helps us in these situations. All right, let's try for track 2. This is blue guitar. I actually own a blue guitar. I own two blue guitars, right? Oh, no one's here to fact check me. Well, let's just say I own 2. An acoustic one and an electric one. I bought the electric one. I call it my midlife crisis guitar, because I bought it while I was going through what I call a midlife crisis. There was a lot of big purchases around that time, some which proved to be better than others, but all were definitely midlife crisis purchases. One of them was the car that I currently drive, but that was a necessary purchase, and because I was having a midlife crisis at the time, I just said, you know what, we'll spoil ourselves a little bit within reason and just get a couple extra features on the car, but nothing too crazy. And then, hold on, I got to think here. What the hell do we want to do here? We need 234. I feel like we got to keep Yahtzee open. It's kind of falling away from us here a little bit. Probably not getting that bonus either. Let's see if we can get the full house. Okay, we got that. We need Yahtzees. That could have been our large straight if we would have been a little bit patient. And we're not beating this track. Okay. But the blue guitar of mine was also a midlife crisis purchase. But it's one that I'd always wanted. It's a 7-string. Just a generic Ibanez 7-string. But I had been looking to get a 7-string for a long time. I have a 5-string bass, so I'm all about having that extra bottom string. And now that I have the 7-string guitar, they're kind of like in sync. Now, can I play them well? No, but I probably also don't play them enough. So that's right. The more you know here, you're learning that your friend John, the Yahtzee and video game guy, is also an amateur musician on the side. Very amateur, very low grade. Uh, oh, we got the bonus. Okay, we can focus on the gimmick categories now, which is perfect for us. Full house, very nice. We still need a couple straights to come through the door. Hmm. Yeah, I've been on this kick where I just zero out large straight instead of, and then we get one immediately the next turn. So that's great. We're only trying to get 5 Yahtzees here today, which is not too many. We had a hell of a run on Yahtzees last episode, especially in the first half of the episode. Sleep alone, I can relate to this. I've had to do this quite a bit since I've been ill last couple weeks. I've been feeling a lot better. It's just a pretty nasty sinus infection. I don't want you to think I'm over here dying or anything. Although some days it certainly feels like it. Today, not so much. This is just general grogginess, is what you're hearing right now. Because again, like, just woke up maybe 15 minutes before I started recording this. We have our first coffee sitting here in front of us, but I'm like literally waking up as I am playing. Like I could feel myself like emerging from this sleep like trance state. There's our first Yahtzee. Thank God. Wow. Can we follow up with a second one? Yes. And we'll take the large straight since we've already filled up twos. Oh, okay. This is great. I don't want to get greedy here, but I kind of do. I guess we'll just take a 0 there. We do need 4s. Ironically, well, we might get the bonus if we're getting the bonus. It looks like we are actually getting it. Holy cow! I'm shocked. That's 378 for Sleep Alone. I didn't do a whole lot of research on this Heart album, by the way. It's just the next one on my list. But they were a pretty big force to be reckoned with, during this time frame. So, mad respect, mad props to them. I think my wife's mom is a big fan. I'll give her a shout out, even though I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch the Beat the Runtime series, and if she did, she would be questioning what the hell it even is. I question that from time to time too, though. Okay, we're in another sticky situation. It looks like, so don't really want to take a 12 and 6s. That seems like a disaster. Take the full house, even though this would have been a much better opportunity to take the full house there because we would have got more value out of it. But we can only do so much. And then, of course, I get the large straight. Maybe that's a sign to stop throwing zeros in large straight and put it somewhere else. Or just commit to putting it in Yahtzee if you think you're not going to get a Yahtzee. We're not going to get a Yahtzee every game, so this is an abysmal score. I deserve every bit of this. Wow. Okay, 144. Let's not let that happen again. Got allies as the midway point of our journey here. And it is nice to get one of these albums as opposed to one of the longer ones. Yeah, in case you're just tuning in, because I haven't really explained it this episode, the whole goal of the series is to take albums and find out the runtimes of the songs in seconds and try to beat those runtimes in Yahtzee points in order, and then also beat the album as a whole. I'm going to commit to no Yahtzee here. Let's switch it up. It's early, but and then we give ourselves a normalized rating out of 100 based on how well we do. I will answer no more questions. Okay, this is another just bad looking score. We had like a couple really good perform, and of course there's a Yahtzee that at least we can get the large straight out of it. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but we don't get credited with the Yahtzee. That is gone. But I will take what we could get here, 190, and just ooh. Okay, I gotta kind of tighten things up here for the second half if we're gonna beat this album runtime as a whole. We also need to get 3 more Yahtzees. Beat by Jealousy. That track title kind of sounds like a fragrance. Beat by Jealousy. Doesn't it? Isn't that how they usually word those? Kind of makes you wonder, like, I think about some of the, I don't know, traditional tropes and products and businesses like that. Which so kind of gets me to thinking, like, when it comes to like law firms, like, is there a legal requirement for like every law firm to just be the names of the people who run the firm? Like, it's like if I had a law firm, would it just be like Edgar and Edgar? Like if it was me and my wife? I don't know. I feel like you could really, I don't know, maybe do something a little bit more original. Like badass law firm or something. Oh, hang on. Switch to sixes. Oh. All right, the Yahtzee's not happening here, so nor is a large straight. We got another situation here, it looks like. I guess I'll just take the fives because these are some of the worst scores. This experiment of me playing as soon as I woke up, big mistake. Hopefully it's entertaining for you, the viewer. We're on track 8, Heavy Heart, which has to be kind of weird for the band to navigate that one. Because it's like, hey, our band name's in the song title. And then it makes you wonder, and I don't know because I haven't listened to it because I did no preparation. Is it a heavy song? It sounds like it's probably not. There's a Yahtzee. It sounds like it's probably like a solemn, somber, whatever, depressing track, sad love song, perhaps. I think it's interesting. It's kind of like how Green Day has the song Green Day. Fours. Okay. We're on pace, baby. We need a third 2 here. All right, the bonus is ours. 281 sitting at right now. We'll take it. Now we move on to Love Mistake. Getting a lot of full houses thrown at us today, I feel like. I was surprised yesterday with a claw machine as a gift from the wife for our anniversary coming up. She decided to get us a claw machine for the house, and of course, my first thought, and probably yours, is how can we turn this into engaging YouTube content? So stay tuned. I'm a big fan of claw machines, arcades. So it was really cool. I mean, it's It sounds like it would have like kind of like a niche set of uses, like, but it's going to get like probably nearly daily use here at the house. So stay tuned for updates on that. And hopefully you're enjoying all of the content available here on the channel, made just for you. Okay, we have a little bit of work to do here to get the album runtime as a whole. I don't necessarily think we need to play super aggressively, but we do need to not be incredibly unlucky. So far, this is a pretty good start. Let's work on some of the left hand of a kind numbers. Perfection. Okay, we'll have to take a chance there. Ooh. There's a bunch of threes for us. Oh, sick. We have a Yahtzee. Okay. We need at least another one, but ideally 2 of them would have been great. Okay, here I can't really justify going for 5s because I don't have anywhere to put them if I don't get them. So we'll just go down the line here. Pretty respectable game, 252. So that's going to leave us with 245 to beat the runtime, which is a pretty reasonable score. But with a song called Ambush, I'm slightly worried. If we can get a large straight to start, huge. We still need a Yahtzee to get our goal of 5. And we may or may not accomplish that. Probably less likely to actually get one than to get one. So far, we are staying alive on yeah, we're still alive. All straight. Maybe should have pivoted to 6s. I don't know. We're gonna go for the 2s here, just because. Oh man, this is tough because it's like, what do you go for here? All right, there we go. Now let's go. Let's go for it. We just need like a decent chance. Here we go. 251. That'll put us over the top. We'll go for a Yahtzee here. Oh, we were 1 away from a final Yahtzee that would have put a nice end cap on this and really bookended this episode. But we give ourselves an 82.36 rating. We did beat the album runtime, which again is always our most important goal. The track run times, we actually had a good streak there at the end, so props to us. And the Yahtzee Frenzy, well, we only got 4. What are you going to do? Pretty awesome, though, either way. Next time, we'll be back in the world of Kids Bop, and I promise I'll be more awake, so join us then on Yahtzee Beat the Runtime, and make sure to subscribe so that I can continue to make these stupid web series. You can leave the episode. Dismissed. #subscribe.